Hello everyone, welcome to Unit 1. And today we're going to look at 4 different academic English words. They are data, reliably, gauge, and discrete. First of all, let's look at the word data. Data is a noun and it means information, especially facts or numbers, collected to be examined and considered and used to help with making decisions. For example, research data. Some synonyms for the word data include information and datum, which is the singular form for the word data. And here's how you pronounce the word data. Data. As you can hear, the front part of the pronunciation is stressed. This is shown in the apostrophe inside the IPA, which is this part here. Now, here are some example sentences of the word data. Number 1, when signing up, it will ask you for some basic data. Now, this basically includes something like your date of birth, your name, your gender, etc. Number 2, the data is plentiful and easily collected. Now, let's have a look at some morphological derivations of the word data. First example would be database. It's also a noun and it means a large amount of information stored in a computer system in such a way that it can be easily looked at or changed. The second example would be dataset, which is also a noun and it means a collection of separate sets of information that is treated as a single unit by a computer. And here are some examples of the collocation for the word data. Normally, you would use the word data in front of a preposition. For example, teachers use data from different countries. From is the preposition in this case. Secondly, you would use it in the context of either financial, personal, sales, scientific, historical, or clinical data. Now, let's have a look at the second word. The second word is reliably. Reliably is an adverb and it means in a way that can be trusted or relied on. Synonyms for the word reliably include dependable, responsible, and trustworthy. And here's how you pronounce the word reliably. 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 As you can see, the second syllable of this word is stressed. Now, let's take a look at some example sentences for the word reliably. Number 1, technological information is the most reliably deduced information. Number 2, more commonly, qualitative results can be observed reliably. Now, let's take a look at some morphological derivations for the word reliably. So the word reliably is based on an adjective reliable. So if someone or something is reliable, it means that they can be trusted or believed because they work or believe in the way that you would expect. Another morphological derivation of the word reliably is reliability, which means the quality of being able to be trusted or believed because of working or behaving well. Here are some collocations for the word reliably. Number 1, reliably informed, which means that you're told by someone who knows the facts. And number 2, works reliably, which means that it works as it should. Alright, let's have a look at the third word. The third word here is gauge. Gauge is a verb, and in this context, it means to calculate something approximately. Some synonyms for the word gauge include evaluate, estimate, and calculate. And here's how you pronounce the word gauge. 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 And here are some example sentences for the word gauge. Digital marketers have previously analyzed social media messages to gauge the public opinion on products and brands. Number 2, it is always difficult to gauge how many people attend events like these. And here is the collocation of the word gauge. So normally, you would use the word gauge in front of a preposition, like gauged by in the examples here. Also, you would use the word gauge in front of words like how, what, etc. So, in this example sentence, you can see gauge how. Alright, let's take a look at the last word of today's unit. The word is discrete. Discrete is an adjective, and it means ideas or things that are separate and distinct from each other. The synonyms for the word discrete includes separate, individual, and distinct. And here's how you pronounce the word discrete. 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 And here are some example sentences of the word discrete. Number 1, it has been separated into 11 discrete steps. Number 2, however, results here suggest that in many contexts, continuous time economies will behave similarly to discrete time analogs. Now here are some morphological derivations of the word discrete. Number 1, discretely, which is an adverb, and it means in a way that is clearly separate from the rest or from other parts. Number 2, discrepancy. It's a noun, and it means a difference between two or more things that should be the same. And here's the collocations for the word discrete. Number 1, discrete units. And number 2, continuous or discrete. That's it for today's unit. Thank you very much, and I hope you learned something new.